And it's a really, really great website all about the Arctic and Canada's relationship to it. So he's given me a whole bunch of information to tell you about, Peter, and I'm going to do that on this week's show. I'm also going to get to my good friend, Miss Alia Sativa, who lives in Texas and wanted to remind me that I said last week that I would be reading letters from the Radio Zeater Club. And Alia, I definitely will. I'm going to do that very close to the start of the program because you're good for reminding me and made me figure it out. I've got a box in here. Check out this, Chantal. I've got a box. Do you know what's in the box? You have no idea. Oh, this is going to be my surprise for you. You wait till you see what's in the box. I've got a secret box in front of me. That's all going to be on this week's show as well. I've got stories about Air Canada, and check out this. They're changing all the loonies and toonies in this country. Loonies and toonies are... Chantal, what do you think's in the box? I've got a box here. It's a little brown box. It makes a noise, definitely, yes. Go ahead. What else? Okay, I've just opened the box. It makes a noise. Is it water? Is it heavy? Yes. Yeah, kind of heavy, but not really. But sort of medium. Any idea? How about... Oh, way to go. That's so close. Check it out. I've got an iPhone. Yes, I have got an iPhone. Oh, what's happened there? You know what? I think it's the phone. Oh, okay, there we go. Hang on a second. That was what we call a technical breakdown. I thought it was the phone. I'm trying to shut off my iPhone. How do I do that? But actually, I put the box on a real phone. Okay. There was a real technical glitch. Hilarious. Anyway, that's it. I'm showing Chantal a new iPhone. So if anybody wants to get in touch with me and be on the show, I can record your voices now. So my number is 514-699-7778. 514-699-7778. If you want to leave me messages on that number, I will get it on the iPhone, and I can play your messages on the air, and I can actually download them onto the internet. So there's no problem with both. Anyway, that was what's in my box. That's right. It cost me a lot. You know what? I'll tell you how much it cost me. It cost me $269. But that's 32 megs of storage, so you can get them for $150. You can get them for free in Canada if you get the right plan. But anyway, the reason I'm telling you a little bit about that is because I got a letter, Chantal, from Marta Ponce Mas, who's with the Radio Zeater Club. I'm going to get to that in a second. Well, actually, I'll get to it first. Check out this. Marta says that they've been having terrible weather. It's colder than it should be normally at this time of year in Barcelona, in Spain. And Marta says the passing of Stephen Jobs was a technological disaster. Many of us will miss him, as we are so grateful to him for his inventions. He has made my life a lot better. He's made my job a whole lot easier. So I say thank you, Stephen Jobs. She also goes on to say a big happy, says, I'm very happy. Send please special greetings to the Radio Zeater Club members all around the world. That is Marta Ponce Mas. And Marta is with the Radio Zeater Club in Barcelona in Spain. So I kind of dovetailed with my iPod story, which turned out to be a fiasco. Anyway, Miss Alia Sativa in Texas wrote to me, and she said, Dear Ian Jones, Terry Haig did his thing as usual, but it's good to have you back on board the Maple Leaf Mailbag program. It is obvious that it is your program. Only you know where to make the twists and turns. I don't know what that means, but Haig knows a few twists and turns, I'll tell you. Alia goes on to say, however, may I remind you, as you promised to read some letters from the Radio Zeater Club members in the next program because you ran out of time last week. I am eagerly waiting to listen to those letters. You've made this kind of promise before without fulfillment a few times. That's amusing, Alia. It may be true. I might have run out of time before. Alia goes on to say, I like the comment that Chris Lewis made about the sorry situation in Nigeria. I've been to Nigeria so many times, so I can really imagine what is going on there. Now, my name is Alia Sativa. I am a PR person and I work in an international marketing company. My job permits me to move around the world from place to place, but I live in Texas, USA. By nature, I love traveling a lot and meeting new people. Next time, I may be listening to you from Europe. In fact, I will be in Spain, Barcelona, as of Tuesday, the 17th of January, when I hope to listen to your program. Special greetings to my teacher and very good friend, Debbie Dashinger, the presenter of the Dare to Dream radio show in, is that in LA, USA, or Louisiana, LA, USA? Alia, I wasn't sure, but it's L.A, so I think it's Los Angeles. She has just published her book titled Dare to Dream, This Life Counts. I recommend this book to everybody that enjoys to read it. It's like a manual of self-development. In fact, it will do a lot of good, too. Finally, my special regards to all Radio Zeater Club members, including Mr. Warie Blip Porbeni, who I plan to see in Barcelona. Yours sincerely, Alia Sativa. And that's fantastic. So thank you for your letter. And I'm going to read more letters from the Radio Zeater Club. And right now, here's another one. Chief Christopher O. Porbeni. He's from Warie in Delta State, Nigeria. And he says, Dear presenter, the bitter end of the colonial, I guess he's talking about, of Colonel Muammar Gaddafi gives me a big pain in my stomach, and I choose to scream through the shortwave digital world where everyone can make opinions. And that's very true. You can. He says that I know Solomon Thomas Onye, member of the Radio Zeater Club, who is doing multi-million-dollar business in Benghazi. He was in the oil industry, just as I am in the oil industry in my country in Nigeria. We met the other day. And he goes on to talk a little bit about what they talked about. He goes, I'm Chief Christopher Porbeni, and I live in Warie City of the Niger Delta, Nigeria. We're implementing the youth development projects. Radio Zeater Club is on the publicity sponsorship. That's yours sincerely, Chief Christopher O. Porbeni. Nice job, Christopher. Looks like you're doing a bit of volunteer work there. It's fantastic. Also, a member of the Radio Zeater Club, Miss Yabite Agama, who lives in Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria. Yabite says, Dear presenter, we are full of attention to see this Asia 360 magazine of Stella Arthur that is directed at the 4 billion people of Asian origin. And you know what? And she says, and it's so incredibly interesting and constant. It's true. I did an interview with Stella Arthur about her new magazine and internet website called Asia 360. They launched it back in late November, and I spoke to Stella, and we did a column for atworld.ca, and she told us all about why she was doing it and why, how the difficulties it was getting that project off the ground. But she's a Canadian living in Singapore, and I'm glad to see, Yabite, that you like the story. The next one is going to be about a Canadian who lives in London. He's a philanthropist. His name is Frederick Mulder, and he's giving away all of his money. And he's got big plans. He's a fantastic guy, fantastic Canadian. He's been living in London for quite some time now. But anyway, if you might want to check that out, that will be starting next Wednesday at world.ca. Yabite, you can follow Frederick Mulder, another Canadian. Who else have I got here? I've got... Oh, yeah, Leon Seat. I told you I was going to mention you. Leon, we played Leon's music last week. Leon is from Madrid in Spain. And he says, my encouragement to write comes from the other week on the Maple Leaf Mailbag on Radio Canada International, when Ian Jones, the presenter, read a letter from Martin Moni G of the Black Academy Records in Barcelona, Spain. Big ups to my big brother Eddie Rocksteady in Barcelona and others like Jay Nato, Dr. Vonche, Prince Osito, Joan of Ja Music Productions. And he goes on to, it's quite a list here. Anyway, he says, please look up Leon Sit on YouTube Music. I've got a video and a collection of good works there, which we did, and of course we played a little bit of music from one of them last week. He says the reggae music scene is huge in Barcelona, I guess, and he loves Barcelona Football Club, and I do too. They're a great team. We love that. He says, I am in support of a change in the system, change in the world. Time is now. And that might be true, Leon. We need some positive change. I think that's a good thing. And we need change from listening to me all the time. What do you think about that, Chantal? Let's play a little bit of Corey Hart. This is a little mix that Chantal's put together. Don't wear sunglasses at night. Never surrender. Everything in my heart. Something like that. We'll figure it out as we go along. Anyway, this is Corey Hart.